Greetings, folks, and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com, and I've got a MAKIBES in here. This is a follow-up now. Oh, nice, built-in GPS. Yeah, heart rate variability. Cool. This is a follow-up to the MAKIBES BR1, and it's called the BR3. So let's take the lid off to get you started on looking at this. Salivating for it. Interesting packaging, huh? Okay, got a little cushion to put it on. A really nice dual tone TPU band. And there it is, the watch itself, with a little cover that we can pull out, simulating a watch face. And let's take a look at it. MAKIBES, charging port. One nice silver round button on this side, silver highlight around the screen, two buttons on that side, removable, very flexible, holes from beginning to end will fit anybody, breathable band. Let's talk about it. Right now, Geekbuying has this one for you, and at a pretty darn good price, too. Check the show notes to see if we're more or less than that one, because we're going through the window of Black Friday, Cyber Monday when I'm doing all of this, so the prices are changing like crazy. But we'll try to get you the best coupon price deal we can. This is the MAKIBES BR3. I also want to show you the BR1, which is pretty much the same price. And it does some different things. And we're going to contrast the two together for you, because that's the best way to make a decision on which of these MAKIBES watches you would like. Here's the stuff that's inside it, but before we get to that, let me show you the overall chart. Okay, this is comparing a Huawei Band 3 Pro with the BR3 and the BR1. So we've got built-in GPS on all of them. ECG is on the BR1, it's not on the BR3 or this one. Strava integration is on both of these. So we lose the ECG on this one. They got the same curved glass. They got the same size screen. The watch case is PC. IP68, higher waterproofing on the BR3 than on the BR1. Because we got that ECG stuff, I guess they tightened up the water protection specs. Same size battery here. 15 days, GPS 5 days on battery life. So overall, the two look similar, except there's no no ECG report being generated on the BR3. And when we look at the back of that, you'll probably see why with those electrodes. Let's go through the specs. Built-in GPS, IP68 like it says. I'm going to let you skim through this. In fact, I'm going to let you hold it and freeze frame it if you want to, because this is all the stuff talking about the BR3, and these are the specs on the BR1. And printed out the same chart down below and everything, and so you'll have two different things to compare against. So let's look at this watch and compare it with the other one. But first, let's go through here. I think this is supposed to be in here. This is the charger, and oh, you know what? It's the charger to the dock. Let me go get that for you. Here it is. I've been charging it up and using it and playing with it, and forgot to pack it back in the bag for a unboxing after I reboxed it, right? I know, I try to fake you guys out, but you can tell. Here we go. It slaps on the bottom like this, and it snaps in place, and you got the connector here now for the wire to charge it up. In the BR1, it actually comes with a very integrated, sophisticated charging wire that goes across all these ports here. So a bit different charging mechanism. And I don't believe this is going to work on the one, but we'll try it simply because of the layout of the buttons and stuff that are different. Okay, we've got the manual as the last thing before we dive into it to show you how it works. BR3 Power Watch with the English manual right up front, the things that it comes with. How to do the dock, its connection, and what the different presses do. Short press and long press on buttons A, B, and C. It's really good to know how to use these. A and B are basically an up and back, down, or a back and forth, and your C is your main button. Okay, how you take the bands off, the quick disconnect, where you should place it for heart rate monitoring. Here's about fatigue monitoring, the information on GPS. And this is interesting. This is something new. I don't believe it's on the other one. IllumiRun, where the watch will actually light up in different colors to tell you what zone you're in. So you don't even need to try to look at anything other than the color of your screen. That's cool. It's got swimming support, especially with IP68. Waterproofing instructions. Okay, swim, shower, wash hands only under cold water. Not safe for warm water. None of these really are. Device care, cleaning the device, and your overall maintenance. Okay? And that's it. Other ones are different languages. Now let's play with them. Well, if it wasn't for the insides being practically identical, I would say these are two completely different watches all the way around. First of all, the BR1. Here it is. You've got the same one button, two buttons, but oh my goodness, they really look different. It's a little bit bigger overall watch. It's contoured differently. Uses this charging connector on the back. It's not really strong enough to hold it, just barely. Whereas this one, of course, has the little charging dock that we've seen, but the same 5 pins. On the back, you're going to get the feel that the new one is a little thinner overall. The band is humongous, but very airy with lots of holes on it. It's been refined and made removable on this one, the BR3. And thickness-wise, I don't know. I think they're pretty close. The original one might be a little bit thicker. The buttons are kind of more plastic and just... I just went into a mode there and just kind of hanging on the edge, whereas these have now been made into metal. So it's a bit of a dressier watch overall. Okay, we're in some event where we're looking for GPS, can do the same thing over here, go into something and hit start, and it's going to look for GPS and so forth. So we're going to go into the technical details of what they do and don't do so you can compare them. Just to remember that I've already got a bunch of reviews actually up on this MAKIBES, Dr. Viva, a couple of other different versions of this same BR1. And now we're looking at the BR3. So let's get out of this thing here, whatever we're in. I'm going to yes out of that. That was a run, and it's got all of the data for you. And while we're in run, which was over here, I'm going to show you something, and this one as well. I'm going to bail out of here. I'm going to go into the settings on both of these so you can see that they're identical. You can put heart rate alert in here if you want to, and you can specify, if it doesn't time out on me, which thing you want. The warm up. Got it. Oh, man, I got to keep moving. Okay. Your warm-up period, your fast burning, and you notice the calorie or the heart rate is different. That's because it's based literally on the data that you put in, your age and gender and all of those kind of things. But there's the different zones. So if you wanted to work out in extreme zone, you could select that, and it's going to keep you notified about it. With this illuminated running capability, you saw that where the screen is going to turn colors to match the zone that you're in. You can have an alert every kilometer or not. You can have a GPS trace turned on or not, which will show you your path back on the app. And that's on all of these different apps. So that's coming in this part. Notice the graphics are identical. We've got run, cycle, we've got fast walk and climb, all of the same exact icons, even in the same order. Sitting, yoga, jumping rope, dancing. I mean, nothing has changed here in the software. It's just this is more waterproof and this does not support ECG. What? Where's that? Well, you go over this direction and you see here we have heart rate and ECG and fatigue, and here we only have heart rate and fatigue. So that's the element that's been lost from this one. Otherwise, the settings and all the other functions are the same. You've got push messages, events, a stopwatch, timer. You have a compass built into this one. Okay, there's something different. And settings. So the new one has a compass. This one had ECG. We're finding something different. Let's do a calibration. And I'm sitting in the north, so it should be pointed directly to me, that hand. Okay. Yeah. It's not even moving. There. Is that better? All right. You just got to mess with it to get it calibrated, and I might be too close to all these magnetic things here as well. So, all right. Yeah. So I'm here. It should be pointing that way to north, more or less. It's still a little bit cocky, but it's okay. It's in the neighborhood. And that's something that's different in here that we didn't see on the other one. Overall settings now, to show you that. We don't want it to time out. Come here, and down to settings. We've got the different watch faces, what you can set the long press on the side button to do. You've got this smart track feature, 24-hour heart rate capability. By the way, I want to turn those off for storage here after we're done. Do not disturb is in there. 24-hour time is in there. So you can basically watch the review of the BR1 and learn everything about it, including learning about the ECG that you can get from here. And this is the one where you see the compass. And other than that, this is more waterproof. On the back, you see how they did make it more waterproof. That area where they had the two plates and there was possible water seepage, I guess, through all of here, is now totally sealed up with a glass-covered heart rate sensor. Looks like it's the same sensor on here. And all of this is the same. The back is the same, screwed in the same, but it's a little bit thinner and definitely a redesigned cover and removable bands now. So your choice if you want ECG or compass. That's about it. Waterproof. If you're really going to swim with it, I'd go for the BR3. If not, then head on over and pick up the BR1. Both of them are available from Geekbuying. Both of the links are in the show notes, and they should take you there. And we do appreciate when you use our links to buy, because that gives them acknowledgement that you learned about them through our videos, and they'll keep sending watches out to us and helps us get good discount prices for you as well. Alrighty, you've been watching Smartwatch Ticks, and we appreciate your subscription too, and just being here, gang. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Oh, I didn't talk about the Tethering App. Because there wasn't a QR code in there, in the booklet or on the box or anywhere. In fact, you have to look really carefully. In one sentence, it talks about tethering to the Zeroner Health Pro, which I have here. We have talked about this before. I'll have also a link in the notes where you can go over and see a review of the app, because I'm just going to walk through it. You come in here to the device, you pick out your watch. It should pop right up on the screen for the BR3, and you get tethered. Then from here, you go into all of the details of what you can do and the data you can collect. And again, that is in a more extensive review of the app. So we'll let you go over to another video to see that part. All right, now we're done. Sorry I forgot that, but hey, they forgot it. The first time I've seen a watch, it didn't have a QR code for downloading the app. But you don't need it. We got it in the show notes down below. Just click there, take you to the Google Play Store, and you can download it. There we are. We're all connected. Everything good to go. We'll see you again soon.